Frisco, what's going on with you, my brother? How are you?
I'm cool, man.
You was off that one, innit?
I was gonna say something else.
You came in like literally at the end of.
Okay, I was gonna say something else, but then it's just like we can go on for days.
Ever.
Yeah, man, do that, man. We're podding, bro. We're podding, bro. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's not even.
You know what, when I went
I wasn't even saying you're wrong the first time. I'm just saying that what I was saying the first time is like, yeah, sometimes we just don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
But obviously, you as someone that, you're a DJ, you're a podcaster, you're probably more in the know than I am.
Some people, yeah.
And most people, do you get what I'm saying? So I hear it at the same time still.
Chuckie's a man that loves shows. That's one thing I say about Chuckie. Chuckie loves shows. He always be checking what artists are doing shows wise. I'm not really like that. I just love the artists that I love.
Can I say this as well though, bro? I like, regardless of like how people see the conversations and stuff that we have in that, yeah. Honestly, big man, I love music and I love culture. I love what's happening here, and I was a part, and I was watching stuff. I was watching you, man, from when it was no money and it was just vibes. Do you get what I'm saying? Man was traveling to ends that I shouldn't have really been going to go and see an MC. To go and see an MC with no money in my pocket. I'm not trying to go and hold a microphone and stand next to man and that. I just want to be able to just watch man spray bars and do things. So when I'm seeing like the elevation of like what is happening here, obviously there's elements that I love, there's elements of it that I think is just complete bullshit and whatnot, but at the same time I like to study elements of it too, just so that I know that when I'm sitting and talking to someone who doesn't understand what's going on, I can really give them an informative opinion on what I think that is. And so when I then tell you, right, you know what, for example, go and listen to Frisco. Yeah. It's coming from a place of, man know what man's talking about. So see when I say, like even rhythms.
Don't do it.
Why are they backside? Can we not play nothing? Not that.
Just go to my rhythm for me.
This rhythm. This rhythm. Little delay. See this thing here? I know Bad and Clean is your thing, but this one here,
my thing.
This one's mine.
5 weeks, bro. It's been out long.
Watch him now.
We got Wise.
Anyone can get it, I ain't too choosy. Man said it, I gets it groovy. Come check it, cut it's still oozy. My niggas are unruly.
I pull it out though, because you know what, now I'm still on Bad and Clean though, but yeah. Go again.
This one's me, I'm not even gonna lie. See when I heard this in the whip?
It's cold, isn't it? You see in your yard when you're just chilling out and you're just doing your street pharmacist thing. Yeah.
Anyone can get it, I ain't too choosy. Man said it, I gets it groovy. Come check it, cut it's still oozy. My niggas are unruly. Never would I think I'd see the day when I see big man turn into groovy. Illegal media, PS is more than CS, the man that I'm moving dookie.
Someone's learning. Yeah! Someone's learning today.
Come check it, cut it's still oozy. My niggas are unruly. Never would I think I'd see the day when I see big man turn into groovy. Illegal media, PS is more than CS, the man that I'm moving dookie. You man I crap, moving sideways, not on a track. They call my mind state. Taking disrespect, cause that's when I put the V in violate. Yeah, I put the A in activate, then captivate your jam to run your lick the proper grips on handle. If you this the thing, you get this mantle. Yeah, them say they love my style. They love how I think they're separate. Them man are too desperate. And if you're talking about this thing, I do it. You know, I'm a Rustler expert. Man that already put in the legwork. One like say you don't know what one, then you can find out how corporate network. Two bull carrying in a one pen. And I mean I dead first, when they let burst, head burst. You wanna your friend them disperse. Empty, you wanna
Shiny Force went mad on this tune as well.
It's the hook for me as well, though.
Anyone can get it, I ain't too choosy. Man said it, I gets it groovy. Come check it, cut it's still oozy. My niggas are unruly.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know when? It's too cold.
See when you're doing that? You see when you're doing that? I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. New project dropped recently.
You see that though, bro. I'll be honest, that's like, that's just in my sleep stuff.
I know.
Do you get me? I don't have to think to do that type of stuff. You get me? That's why I put that tune on there for people like you that like that side of Frisco. You get me? I always got to put one or two or a couple of those type of tunes in there. You get me? Cause I always got to feed those people, but that's not the only. You get what I'm saying?
I hear that still. So when is it not like? Is he like you say like in your sleep stuff? When is it not in your sleep? When is it more? Because I feel like Bad and Clean is still in your sleep stuff to me.
Yeah, that's in my sleep. But that when like Bad and Clean was different. Like you see, like songs like that. When I hear the beat, the song just writes itself. Some songs are undeniable. When you get the beat, it's just you write the song quickly. You get me? But when songs that are not in my sleep are more like with melodies.
Right.
Melodies, I've got to think more about it. You get me? Sometimes I just catch a melody in my head. Sometimes you get me, and I'll just put it on my phone quickly because I'm a man that will forget it. You get me? But more time where melodies might come a bit easier for other artists. I've even seen artists just come up with 4 or 5 melodies after one. You get me? And I'm like, rah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's a side that is not in my sleep. Right. So when I do something with melodies, it feels. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
like tad unnatural to you.
There's not even unnatural. It feels good.
Right. Okay.
When I actually nail it, you get me, because I know that I've had to stretch my. Do you get me? But it just depends what type of song it is as well, because there's hard songs that I do melodies in that come natural. It's weird. I can't just pinpoint it to one. Do you get what I'm saying?
Shout out Wise on the production. That one,
cold. The snail though, what is that?
What? The snail.
What?
Yeah, you know what? I know. Wait, okay.
What?
All right, wait. Let me stop, because everyone I know. There's bare people that are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking whenever they do see it.
Oh, okay.
But there's bare man that from you lot's ends that will know what that is, innit?
Well,
but I don't know what the fuck the snail.
Even you've driven past that, surely.
Even people that are not from the ends
know that, man.
Know that.
What is that like on an estate side or something?
That's a landmark.
On purpose.
Road.
I don't know.
Trolling.
You're trolling. Chuckie's trolling. You're trolling.
Where are you from? West.
I'm West, but I don't. I've obviously come to you man's ends and that, but I don't.
You've linked gal near the snail.
You've never seen that.
I've never linked no girl, but bruv, I'm not coming to fam. Big man is different now. You lot are forgetting. We're all around the same age. I was not coming to your ends to.
I know, but listen to this though, yeah. Listen to this.
Listen
to this though, yeah. Even if you're not coming to the ends, even if you're just cutting through, yeah. It's in a part where it's not tucked away. It's not in an estate. It's based on Seven Sisters High Road.
There's a brothel across the road.
So anytime you drive past it, go past it on a bus or whatever, you might not even be from the end, but Seven Sisters Road's a long road.
Right, do you know what?
Do you get what I'm saying?
So, do you know what the maddest thing is? I'm probably gonna end up driving past it and I'll be like,
probably.
Do you know what we should do? We should do an interview with someone like Frisco and the man them right outside the snail, so you never forget it after that. Yeah. Permanent on the net forever.
I was actually gonna say that to you the other day still, but
let's do it.
You said here still.
No, we can do that still. We can do that still.
Snail's been there from what day?
What I was saying, do you know what I love the whole tape as well. Do you know why? Because it's so Tottenham. Like even that song you just played, there's just certain words in there like separate and things like that, which are such Tottenham slang. It just epitomizes tea. If you say active, I know active is a universal word now, but like again, all of these terminologies are used so predominantly through Tottenham. That it's like just so nice to have a project which embodies that area. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Like you man, each ends had a certain type of style, but I felt like for me, North in particular always just had something that was very separate, and I wasn't always able to put my finger on exactly what that was, but it was like, it's almost, I mean, you could say the same for a lot of ends, innit? You know, like sometimes you can see certain man from Northwest and you just know that they're from Northwest and that.
Yeah.
But even just musically, like North man had something just very different. I actually always connected more to North MCs than I did East. There
was a presence that was carried. Like you kind of just know. Like, yeah, that's North.
It was like arrogant Jamaican. It's like Jamaicans are very proud people. They're very prideful, and they say things and they expect like a man that's a celebrity in Jamaica will think the whole world knows. He thinks everybody knows him. So like in Tottenham, you would have certain people, and they would have this presence of, how can you not know, man? Yeah. Everybody, and that was carried in music, everything, and it's such a yard thing. I can't lie to you, where it comes through in everything that we do. Everything man does, everything. When I was started off doing the thing that I was doing, I had a sense of arrogance, like, you don't know what I do. Like, you're missing out, my brother. You're missing out. Do you know where I'm coming from? And yeah, brother, there's so much people in T. I remember when North Star were about and they had that video, you come too far to come around. It was like, I used to go, you don't know that song? Whatever, man, you don't know nothing. Do you know where I'm coming from? Way better know where they're fresh. They're from T. You don't know them. You didn't feel what's the word? You didn't feel bad that they didn't know. You felt bad for them. You didn't feel like you were. So, and like, when I hear this tape, I just feel that. I just feel it.
Did you two know each other from early?
I was a bed friend.
Yeah.
I was a bed friend to Frisco.
Oh, stop it. What's the matter with this guy? I know Point for years. Of course I did, bro. Like, Tottenham's very small, you know.
Yeah.
Tottenham is very small. So if you don't know someone, you've seen them about for years, or you've run into them, or their cousins, your whatever. It's not big at all. Like literally, everyone's kind of linked up somewhere down the line.
What was Frisco saying in the end, though? Don't do that because he's here, innit?
No, I'm being honest, fam. When I saw him, to ask him.
As soon as I said that,
No, be honest, innit? But I know you're gonna be honest anyway.
of course.
He was a rude boy, fam. I was gonna be honest. He was a rude boy, innit? He had presence. Everyone knew him. And even when I keep telling you, 2009 when I started That's the Rap here, I had a list of people, and I just didn't know how to approach them. So I would just go to certain places that everybody was at. So I would always stay out in Wood Green, stay outside Mush, because everybody went Mush.
You know what it is as well, yeah. I know back in the day you thought I don't like you.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's because J2K didn't like me. Like bare people just didn't like me.
Why didn't J2K like you?
Because obviously Grime was a very like work hard and get your position type of thing. And then we were on Heat FM, but I paid one time £5 subs to come and watch these lot and leave like it's a concert. Like it was so difficult to like it was so difficult to get into Grime, and then we obviously done the whole Channel U route. So then off the back of that, loads of people in Grime were like, oh, look at these two guys just. Do you know what I'm saying?
And
so
not just you.
Did you think
loads
that?
of people? Huh?
Did you think that?
No, because I knew them, innit? I knew they're from the ends, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So I never looked at it like that. But what I would say is I always knew that he thought I didn't like. I looked at you like I looked down on you or something. You get what I'm saying? So that's why after a little while, don't you realize I went out of my way to embrace you, bro?
all the time. I would go to a dance, he would come right up to me anywhere.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I was like,
I was gonna say that as well, yeah, because that's the thing, yeah. Sometimes I think, yeah, that like it doesn't happen all the times, but in the ends and that,
true,
like, man has an inkling. This person feels like I don't really fuck with them, but man never don't say nothing.
But it's because it's Frisco. I'm not.
Not you.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying if like I'm not using this example. I'm just using it as a broad example,
one,
as a hood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man think. Oh, you know what? He probably thinks I don't really fuck with him, but fuck it, bro.
Yeah, because I am like that sometimes because I don't give a like if you're not someone I rate or even care about, then I might not. And then there's loads of times where that actually happens, and then you might end up in a situation where you're in the same room as this person now, and you actually start talking and you fucking each other, and you realize, right, there was no reason why I didn't fuck with you. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just a spirit, like an aura.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? No, sometimes your aura don't take to someone.
Yes.
But sometimes it's wrong.
Right, exactly.
It's not every time it's right. Yeah, most times it's right.
That's a big one.
Most times it is right.
Most times it's right, bro.
Yeah.
But there is times where it's wrong, bro.
You get it
and
wrong.
big, like wrong in a big way.
Yeah, bro.
I've got it wrong.
There's times when I've said, you know what, like a couple man I know whatnot, yeah, and I'm saying, right, like for whatever reason, there's no reason. They don't fuck with each other, but there's just no reason. And so I know both man, and I'm like, you know what is so mad? If you two met each other,
you'd be so cool with it, brother. Yes.
I promise you, brother. I promise you.
That is humbling, you know.
And that happens. You get what I'm saying?
Do you know what? I'm the key person for trying to do that. I love it. When two people don't get along and there's no good reason, I will orchestrate something.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is nonsense. But in the end, the thing is, that is a proper ends thing, but then it was all down to the position you played. So in Tottenham, I was a youth worker.
Yeah.
I'm walking around with a big football bag. If you see Frisco and all the man, them you don't just approach them with a football bag, and it's just if he didn't like you, just got to keep. You're a youth worker, innit? Yeah. You wait for the opportunity to arise, like you said, where you're in the same room and you can have that conversation. Because it's Tottenham, you're not gonna not see anyone. You know what I'm saying?
But hear the same thing though as well, though. Yeah, there are times where I know two men that are proper cool, and it's not that they don't fuck with each other, but I just know in my head, you know what? You two are proper blessed, but yeah, nah, man, you two don't work. Like you're just never gonna gel. Like you just
it can't be any more than what it is right now. We spot each other, we keep each other,
because
man, there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Not everyone has to be pally and friends. If you can be cordial, that's blessed. What's wrong with that?
That's what I would love to.
If you don't really fuck with someone, but they ain't really They ain't done you. They ain't boxed you in your face.
Yeah,
they ain't dissed none of your people. But you just don't really fuck with them.
Yeah.
But when you see them, you can still be in the same room and say,
it's
"Well,
calm.
or whatever."
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
say,
saying?
well,
It's that
some
spirit
people,
thing.
some people might say it's fake, but some people might say it's grown. You get what I'm saying?
100%. You don't have to have a problem with everyone.
say it's
Like,
You don't need to, bro.
So it's grown.
Really, it's draining.
Our line of work,
It's draining, bro, to try and keep that up every time you see people. Like, you get what I'm saying?
That takes more effort, you know. I've said must you bare times to not like someone is more effort for me than to
Definitely.
be impartial or to even like you. It takes more out of me to not like you. So like just from a personal perspective, if I don't like you, try and know it's for good reason.
Wow.
Good reason, because I'm not gonna put myself here for no just to walk. You know the ones where you know the man that phone you and your whole day is ruined, or the man that you go to a dance. Life's good. You catch them for so much, man. I see a man the other day. I looked at him. I said, "My day's gone, man. Yo, can we get an Uber? Because your whole day is ruined now. Your mind can't even go past that."
Yeah.
So I prefer to just be cordial with everyone, and that way there is no issues. But
I think sometimes that comes with age and experience, innit? You just
Definitely.
kind of understand, you know what?
Definitely.
Like we don't all have to get along, but I don't have to exert energy. We don't have to exert energy on that. Sometimes it's cool. We see each other. If we walk past each other, then it's a dwagwan thing or whatever. But you know what? I might even see you over there, and I'm over there. I'm not coming up. That's where it becomes fake. Where it's grown is like whatever. Dwagwan, cool, boom, whatever. It's fake now when I'm coming from one side of the place to come and say, look, to go hug, man.
Yeah, probably on walk. I might give.
Yeah, I might not even do that. I might just said one little nod.
Or the nod, yeah, or the nod.
see, I'm the worst. And then nothing.
Yeah, but you see what it is. You have to like know people and human beings, bro. Like, because you're probably gonna be in a place where there's people around. It looks cool to come over and say hello to the man them right now. So you might be. I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
100%.
for you to come over and like, and you don't really normally do that. What is that? What's
What's that
the
all about?
reason?
But you know, Jordy was
There
about
is
to touch
no
on it because
reason.
Jordy's gonna say, "Well, I'll let you finish." You were saying in this line of work, and you was gonna.
No, well, in our line of work, we meet new people every day. Somehow we don't really rock with. You might have a shoot with someone you don't know and don't care to know, but you get me. For like 2 hours, you got to know this guy, and then never know him again. But then,
that's
when you might see him again next week, what's it gonna be?
Yeah, but work is work, man.
I know, but this is what I mean. But it's like a life lesson. It grow. That's why it's growth.
Yeah.
It's not hate.
Nah, man. I mean, it's compartmentalization for me still.
Because it's muscle.
I
For
can
me,
work
it's
with someone and then that outside of that's cool. And then obviously if I just see them outside or whatnot, like, you know, like not on a high horse thing, but I'm grateful that I'm at a stage in my life where like I couldn't give a shit about like what is cool for someone for me to do. Like, if I don't like, I always try to move with a super clean heart, yeah. But I don't care about being seen standing next to man. I just don't care about it at all. I
That's
don't care
you,
about.
though. That's you.
Yeah.
That's you. There's a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
And I hate the word because it's over rinsed, but it's just the word that people associate with it now. But it's the C word. Do you get what I'm saying? So you don't, but there's loads of people that do, even your own brethrens.
It hurts when you say it like that because it's just so true, my brother. It's
when you see your don just like
What,
hugging
groupie
man
him?
as well.
No, not even like that. But like, yeah, it's just yeah.
I call it group. It's the CC. It's like he recognizes that what
It is great.
if I go with Paul and Paul's gonna link up with them, man. All I need is a one Instagram picture.
What?
It's happened to me
Oh,
so
yeah, I
many
hear that
times.
still, yeah, I hear
To the point where, do you know what I used to do? Do you know what I used to do to you lot in 2017, 2018? When I used to come to a dance and see you lot there, because I was with certain people that I felt might do it, I'd spud you and stand on the corner by myself. I did not want that. That energy alone made me feel awkward, especially when you're with me. It means like I'm representing, like you're a representation of me.
Yeah.
So then it's like, if that's what you're doing, that's me as well, really. I'm here.
I don't forgive that.
Oh, mate, I'm a Cancerian.
I don't forgive that. I tell
Yeah,
man.
you get one chance to
I'm
do
doing
that
this
shit,
thing
man.
like I'm doing this thing like the
forgive
checkup.
You know, there's certain times you let a thing slide or whatever. Nah, see, if I see that in you
You
once,
ain't coming out.
that is it. That's you're revoked.
Oh yeah, 100.
You're revoked after that.
Coming out with me again, bro.
Yeah,
Do you know
that's
what?
it,
Yeah,
you're done.
one time, yeah, the way I cut, like, and I'm not even happy that I had to do that because I think in my man's core he's cool, yeah. Well, basically, I was like, I'm active, I'm doing certain things, whatever. We've gone out one time now. And like, what I don't like sometimes in people is inconsistency. I don't like inconsistent behavior.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So, but that can come in different ways. So like, you know what? I'm a man. I know people in all different spaces. I might be having a conversation. I might link with a banker. I might link with a roadman. I might link with whatever it is. Yeah. And so whatever it is that wherever I'm at, of course, like I'm applying myself in the space that I'm in. But my man's fully overcooking this thing. Yeah. So anyway, one time we've gone out and I'm with like some of my brethren, they're my roadman or whatever. As soon as he's there now, my man stands in front of them now and he's got his hands in his pocket and he's doing
it's a stinker.
And he's doing all of this.
Stinks.
And I'm saying to myself, that's not you. And do you know what's gonna happen, yeah? What's gonna happen is that one day you're gonna do that and someone's gonna test your temperature and you're gonna put me in a bad situation when it's just me and you. And so for that, I don't mind it if that's how you are. If I'm with one of my dons that is like that, he's just like that. Whatever it is tonight is whatever it's going to be. But you, I know, is not like that. So now, for that alone, when we went out that day and I saw that, I said, you know what? I think we just got to...
Have a different relationship there.
You understand what I'm saying? We just got to chill out on that one, man. Because I'm very funny about inconsistent behavior patterns. Next minute there's a whole passer going on and then I'm the one who's having to try and reason with man after it was
your problem.
That, bro. No, it's long.
Chuckie got annoyed with.
That's what he's reminiscing. He's living it right now. I've been there, man. Horrible.
I'm doing this like the checkup today, by the way, but flip it now. I saw by the way, before this dropped here, I saw
brother.
You put it on
brother.
You like insta snap this before this even dropped, innit? I swear I just heard this playing before.
We were
Thank you,
when we were shooting the video for High Road, because that's what people thought it was, the video shoot for Bad and Clean, but we were shooting a video for High Road and in between takes we were just vibes in and whatever, not in like by the cars and playing Bad and Clean. No one hadn't heard it at that time, so a man was just playing it at the car and dancing by the car and whatever. Not.
Yeah.
That's probably the clips that you saw.
Right.
Me and Smiler and Skep and that.
Smiler.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah.
You know Smiler's the funniest man alive.
Come on, man.
Read it, man.
Ain't no chat if ain't no clean. That's purple and lean. No smell bad, no smell clean. Clean is up. Ain't no back since 016.
You hear that? Since 016, dog. I ain't look back.
No smell bad and clean. Everybody talk to them better than me. And me, what's a dream?
You see that bar you said about official Instagram? That is the realest bar I've heard in a while, bro. Everyone puts official this, official that. I don't care if Instagram says official. Don't care.
I don't give a shit about that.
Don't care.
No smell bad and clean.
No smell clean.
We take it to the extreme. Big Frisco and infamous Isaac. Heard them say that's a winning
Team.
Yeah, I want fuck them winning that team. So she want create a scene. When time they see shower man, them a reason why you don't better try intervene. Them no see me man, no see me mean. No see me man at me. We have up the thing, them dog get there. We
See, when you perform this and you don't call me, I ain't chatting to you, fam.
See this summer when
If he performs this and I'm up there, I'm not chatting to Frisco.
Yeah, this thing live.
Oh yeah.
No see me.
Everything live. When me and my guys inside, joke man look for the exit. Even that off park from go one side. Big two shot in a pagan ride. Run off your mouth then hide inside. Move when I say so. Ivan Drago. Fuck that. If he dies, he dies. Ain't no chat if ain't no clean. Worldwide cash, that's perfect clean. No swimming back, no swimming clean. Clean as up. Ain't no basis.
How this song is fucking mad, bro.
The hook came before the bar, right?
Yeah.
The hook came before the bar. This thing is mad.
I just play the start of the second verse for me, just the start of it. It's just
No swimming back, no swimming clean. No swimming back,
watch it.
Them boy talk to them better than me. What you mean? What's a dream? Clean as up. No swimming back and clean. I'm gonna foot touch when I move this scene. Can't step light, my step mean. And you can GPH. No swimming back and clean.
no summit.
Clean like a whistle. Let off the missile, violate me, well, that's a dismissal. I keep it real.
Watch it, Chuckie.
Dog, I don't care what your Instagram or Twitter name is, dog, you ain't official. Mr. Space, and that's my issue. They should have got flung in tissue.
You see what? Don't care. You're not official. I hear it. Official Johnny. No one gives a fuck, John. How about that?
Do you know what I rate? Do you know what though? I do rate that even at this stage still, yeah, you find it in you to do that. You know that? Because I think that that's probably the difficult thing to do, man.
What's that?
Everyone likes to believe that they can be around for a long time and still produce at a high level and still be highly skilled. And I just don't subscribe to that. I just think sometimes some people are momentarily cold at a time. And for whatever reason, either sometimes the level is raised or sometimes it's ring rust or whatever it is. But sometimes, yeah, some people just fall off on the wayside, and that's okay. But I always respect it when I still can see that even after all of this time, man can still stay at where the bar is, and I respect that still.
Yeah. Frisco's like an elevated version of himself, though. So I just talk after you and you're sitting there, but it's like, you know, when some people change completely and they become a new person. They don't even know the journey of that individual. No. As long as I know Frisco, he's just an elevated version of a good person that he was. You know where I'm coming from? So I always feel like them people will always be able to produce the same things they were producing back in the day. It's a man that just completely changed, bro. Don't even recognize them again. Rose, just don't drop music no more. Allow it, fam.
What are you doing this for?
What do you mean? What
are you like at this point now in your life? What are you doing this for?
Do you know what? Funny enough, yeah, I'm still learning, bro. I'm still actually learning new stuff about not only about myself, but about, like, I'm such a fan of the craft of the actual, like, the science of putting lyrics together. I'm still learning shit about that. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm still a fan of it. Do you get what I'm saying? So at this point, it's just strictly creativity. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, strictly, I don't do, like, I do stuff at my own pace, at my own, like, I move to my own, the beat of my own drum, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I do something, like, it's funny you should ask that, because when I don't just do a project just because for the sake of just doing a project. It's gotta have some type of feel to it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like my album that before this, Familiar Stranger, had a certain feel to it. Do you get what I'm saying? If you listen to it top to bottom, you'll get it. Same with this project, like, it's got a type of, this is totally different to Familiar Stranger. But this is got a type of mood, a type of feel to it. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the type of music I want to make right now. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't feel like because every artist knows when they don't have it no more, you know. It's not just. Do you
think so?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because some people are so deluded, yeah, that they don't get it, yeah. But I think some people, most artists know, like, when they listen to if they're really honest with themselves, when they listen to themselves and listen to what's going on now, the levels don't match up. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Or sometimes you might be at a live show and it takes for you to come on stage with everyone else and realise that I don't have it no more.
That's a horrible place to find out, boy. Man found that in front of everyone.
No, but sometimes you're wrong though, bro. Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you just had a bad day at the office.
That's true.
Fair enough.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Like you were saying before, the spirit.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's consistency that lets you know that you. Consistency will let you know.
But I think the main thing is if you don't have the drive, if you don't have the, I don't know. It's like for a footballer. That's. I don't know, might stop playing football. When they watch football, they don't get that. Or a boxer. Yeah. Yeah. Like that's retired, but you know, certain boxers have still got that fire. Drive, when they watch boxing, they want to get in the ring and fight. When they watch it, it triggers something in
100.
That if you don't have that in music, and you know when you don't have that, you know when, and sometimes some artists never had that to start with. Remember, music's a fickle, like people might just try a thing and it work.
That's so true as well. And then they're in a practice.
You never really had that.
You never had it anyway.
You never had that in the first place.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's almost like when it just becomes, because what we've got right now, we're all luxury. The luxury that we all have is this is a career, man. This is a blessing. Every day I wake up, I'm like, this is a blessing, and I feel like the moment it becomes a job, I'll pack this shit up as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man, I think that's kind of interesting still, you know, because like you see, like in sport, you see, like you can have that thing of like that super desire, yeah. But let's say for a footballer now, let's say you're like a wing back or something like that. Then all of a sudden, this one's just running rings. This my youth's all over you and that, and bare games and that. This my man's all over, and say, like with boxing and that as well. Yeah, it's like you've got that fire in you, and you believe that you can beat my man until you get in there and then you get punched in the face again, and you realise, you know what? Like I still believe I can do something, but you've just been punched in the face. With like artists, yeah, I feel like there's a generation of artists that will know definitely I don't have it anymore when it comes to stepping into certain arenas, like barring next to you, like barring next to Kano, Skepta,
Geordie.
Chip. Yeah, you know, like there's like a style of mic men that like when you, regardless of whether it's vibes or not, when you're in here, man, have to
quality threshold is high.
But there's another side of it, like that is maybe even quite, there's so many of them where it's like there's that competitive nature that isn't really there. So then if you don't have that competitive nature, you could just keep going and not necessarily,
bro, it's always there, bro.
You think so? Because I feel like if you don't step in that arena, not in that arena, but in some type of competitive arena, that level of delusional thing will just last longer, because you'll just keep thinking, I ain't lost it, I'm still here.
Nah, bro, trust me. See, the competitive thing, it's always there, even if it's unsaid.
Right.
Like, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm competing with you. But if we're in a fucking Graham MCFM and then all of the superheroes are here and lined up,
we gotta turn up.
And you go on and you. I'm saying, all right, give me this. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm trying to compete against you.
Yeah.
I'm just showing my level. I'm on that as well, innit?
Yeah.
Like that's what we got. That's what we got, and that's what I got. That's why to answer your question, that's one of the reasons why I still write bars. I still write songs and bars with performing them when I write my bars, I'm thinking about performing the bar. Like,
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if I write a song and I don't get to perform it, I feel unfulfilled.
Right.
I'm not just writing it for
yourself.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, right, when I get to this part of the bar, this is where I'm gonna go mad on stage. I'm gonna start jumping. The first part, I'm gonna do the first 8 where it's like a steady flow where you can hear what I'm saying and just build you up. And then by that time, so obviously when I'm making the beat or when I'm getting the beat has to go with that
type of vibe as well. Yeah,
and it's
100%.
all for performing it, bruv.
Is that
all performing?
Is that the mechanical grime? Is that like a grime mechanic that you...
Kind of, yeah.
So.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Because our thing's very live based.
Yeah,
Yes.
facts. And that's what I was about to just say as well, yeah. Grime MC in particular is a good place to know whether you still kind of have it a bit.
Yeah.
I love it, bro. I mean, like, obviously I've been to...
I would say that's unfair because there's other. Remember, Grime MC, the last one wasn't as, the scale, like crowd wise, wasn't as big as what it was the last time.
Yeah, the last one was massive.
So
but a lot bigger.
So the last one was a different level to everything that had come before it. Fabric was sick.
Yeah. Do you know what?
But it was different. The last one was so sick that I don't think
it's going to be touched.
That one was so sick that like it's going to be hard to take it back down now. You have to keep it at that and I don't think Jamie will have any problem with that anyway. But what you're saying, I get what you mean though. Do you get what I'm saying? That is a great place
in that arena.
Did
you go to the last? You didn't come to the last. You didn't come to the last two.
I had the picnic last time, and
you see that, yeah. Yeah,
was
that
mad,
one's
innit?
mad. Yeah, because it's like the way that it starts as well. Yeah, is that you like obviously I've come on, run some rhythm. I think there was a DJ before me at Maximum this time. Maximum comes on and he's just running rhythms and that. Yeah. Then Jamie just comes out and he's just chilling on the stage though. He's not really doing. He's just talking and whatnot, and just catching a little vibe. Then he starts barring, and that's when you know, all right, cool, boom, 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 boom. I can't remember the first one because I don't think you came on until a little bit. I think after Jamie was like P Money. I think P Money might have come on.
And this one,
the one in Fabric.
Oh, okay.
This one you and Shorty came on pretty much after Jamie.
Yeah.
When I tell you, oh my god,
Body did it,
fam.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know if it might even all have
That
videos,
stuff
man.
gasses me, you know. The managers from the end.
But then, obviously,
gasses
when
me.
it comes later on in the night, there's bare MCs and that, innit? And like a lot of superheroes too.
So I've seen P
And
Money
then
twice.
it does get to that stage. It does get to that stage in the night where it's like, okay, like who's got minerals still?
Yeah.
It gets to that. Like who's got minerals still? And there is a light bit. There's a light bit where it's not the minerals. It's different now. Do you get what I'm saying?
It reminds me of Heat FM. So when we used to go Heat FM, or even Axe FM, it would start off strong, and then everyone would come in, and there'll be a middle part where everyone's just seeing what everyone's on.
Yeah.
And then one man would grab the mic and say, "It's time to turn up again. I've given you lot half an hour to see what's going on, or 15 minutes."
Yeah. But that's just the way it works, bro. Not everyone's on. There's some guys that are still, some man that was up there that are still trying to get through, still trying to make a name.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's standard. You get what I'm saying?
I don't put them in that though.
And I think you need that in the set.
100%. 100%.
It breaks things up.
Especially
You
obviously
need that in the set, and it's good to give those guys the platform to be standing next to you, because then when they go off and do their thing, you can look back and say, right, them man, they was on stage with them man, and
100%.
no one cared about them. Look,
And look at them now. Type
and
of
look
thing.
now. You get what I'm saying?
And like you said, it's good to hear, because sometimes when I used to do grime, you write it in your bedroom and you're just reciting it in the mirror. You're going off in your mind. In your head, the crowd's gone crazy.
Yeah.
And then you go radio and you don't get a wheel up. It's nasty. So you have to. It's good to have the venue.
do you know why though it's good though? Is because you see it, like I think it's always good to stand next to experience.
Yeah.
And then understand, like this is what these men have been doing, and this is what works. This is what works. So now when you come back now and just try to build your name, you have an understanding a little bit of like what kind of has worked before, because things have changed but not much. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, some things stay the same.
Yeah, your approach has to stay the same. Like when me and Scribs used to write, we would know, all right, these are all grind bars, but I'm not going to sound good on that. Or I'm going to sound great on that. Like I'm going to take a Dot Rotten beat, because from this Dot Rotten, like a bazooka rhythm, I could do something on that. Yeah. I used to love when bazooka came on, because I was like, yeah, I can go mad on that. But like with Mission Rhythm came on, Bex, I heard Bex Winter and I'll be like, no, I can't do that.
Right.
That's them, man. I can't do that, boy. If I jump on that, I'm just gonna embarrass myself. So you gotta even know what beat is for you. And radio is so different to live. It's ridiculous. Sometimes something that's smacked on radio might not smack the same way live. I don't know why. So you even need to know how to perform there.
100%.
It's ridiculous, man.
You see when you say
hard,
even about the beat thing, it's funny. I've always observed this about MCs.
Yeah.
The DJ's running tunes and whatnot. Some couple man's barring, other man's just chilling out. Yeah. You see when the DJ does this. See when you just that one top, my man knows what that is. You see him standing there like that.
Yeah.
The drop's coming and you can hear it and you're like,
He knows what's going on. Like,
certain man.
This was me.
Yes.
But you see man stand there like that.
You just see bare hands like
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You're like, mate. Alright, fam, I miss radio.
East Africa, how long have we got on the thing?
This one has 29.
Okay, and that one. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well.
But I can switch hard drives if you need.
No. It's calm. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't want to miss his howlers, innit? But yeah, no. Understanding what's for you is that's a whole nother skill in itself.
I think my beat selection over all my projects have been great. And I think
talk your
they've
shit.
been before some of the beats have been before their time.
I respect that one.
Like a lot of the beats were before the time, and people always say, "Oh, like obviously I'm not pigeonholed, but I'm a lot labeled as a grime artist, right?"
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Or you
I'm
you
not
feel something
angry
about
at that. I'm not angry at that. No, I'm not angry at that at all. Right. But I'm more than any artist. I'm an artist. I'm more than anything that any one genre you try and pin me down to. I'm more than that.
But that's what breaks
you
my
get what
heart.
I'm saying?
The translation of grime has become wrong because you didn't have to explain that back in the day, whereas now
No, you didn't.
You have to explain it, and it's purely because of the way people perceive it. Like it's not financially
At the
rewarded.
at the end of the day, I get it, and it doesn't upset me. But back to that volume 1, my first mix.
Come on,
the intro is a hip hop song,
bro. People talk about Kano being the Home Sweet Home being best grime albums, cause there's bare different types of tempos.
Which one did you say back to that volume? What?
Volume 1, fam.
That's not on Spotify though, is
No.
it? Yeah.
See, back to the lab, volume 1. The memories I have of that one there.
I should have bought my Mac. I got that still.
That's War Rhythm days. That's Logan Sama days for me, man. That's all mad.
Yeah, bro. So
that's
like,
old school.
and then even down to the Tottenham EP, yeah. The beat selection, I think, is like, what would you call the project?
But
music wise.
Yeah.
What would you call it? Like, what would you? And to be honest, I shouldn't even be asking you that question because I don't really want it to be put into any box. Do you get what I'm saying? But when you hear it beat wise, what do you feel? How does it, what? You know
honestly, yeah. To me, like I just feel grime when I hear that. To be honest with you, but when I like, there's other projects that you've done and like, it's quite eclectic in the beats in which you pick, because it's not all grime. There's all different styles of music that you've put in there, like, and so for that I wouldn't listen to a project and say, oh yeah, this is a grime thing or whatnot. I would just say this is Frisco. This is Frisco's project. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that heart, man.
Wait, let me just
remember back in the day, man. They used to spit over "Is that your bitch?" What's up with that other beat? Doing it. There was bare beats. There was bare rap beats. People used to spit over.
That was a tempo thing. That was a tempo thing.
But my thing is this, Chucks. Like it's still for me anyway. When I was growing up, I could be grime without even spitting. Just being a presenter and my persona and the way I would speak, we would be like, "Hey, Squeezy's grime." Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's more culturally. And it was like everything within it was grime. It didn't matter whether the tempo was this or if you look, it was just all grime. Now, maybe because it's not financially profitable for certain individuals or certain corporations, they just sort of made grime 140 BPM and they made it neaky. And that's just not what grime is, bro.
Yeah.
It's not some neaky 140 BPM thing. It's... Anyway, man.
Yeah,
man. I'm not going to get into it too
much. More time when I like listen to Frisco, like I don't just hear grime in it. I do hear someone who's an artist who's like just doing stuff. But naturally for me,
your
I will
favorite
always
stuff. Yeah.
The things that I like you for the most is grime.
Yeah.
Is when you're doing that.
Yeah.
And like I think that if someone ever said to me like who are my favorite grime artists, I would say your name. I would put you in that conversation.
No, you wouldn't, bro, man. Be real.
I absolutely 100% would.
100
million %.
Don't just say that because I'm
no. Do you know what I can say?
Do you know what?
And Al had
do you know what?
for
that, do you know what? I want to criticize something. I want to be honest with you. But see that I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, when you're doing that is my favorite Frisco. Outside of that, everything else is cool, but that is my favorite. So again, when I think about my favorite, if someone's asking me about my favorite, I mean, my favorite list is not I don't have a list that is a top 5. You know, I'm not one of them man where when people sit there and say, "Oh, like, what are your favorite?" Like, I'm not sitting here naming 3. I can name a bunch. I remember when like we was talking about favorite MCs and like how you're ranking them or whatever, bro. I can rank 30, 40 for me. I can do that because of how much I listen to music. Now that doesn't mean that someone that is at number 5 and someone that is at maybe 25 is someone that I don't consider as good or as poor. Nah, because for me, there's hundreds of them.
It's true.
You know what? Listen to Vince Staples on Joe Biden. They'll tell you why that's happened. The only reason why that happened is because they made our culture very competitive. In other fields of music, there's no competition. No one talks about the top 10 country western or top. No one gives a damn. But when it comes to hip hop and grime, it's always a competition. And it's like I can like 40 people, but why? What's the top 40? Big man, I just like 40 guys. These are the 40 people that I listen to, innit? Yeah. I might listen to this brother in the morning, this one in the evening, this one in the Uber.
The different environments of which we were talking about before.
Different ceilings, exactly.
But even just to shorten the point, essentially what I'm saying is, is that if I was to just pick out of a hat, yeah, boom, you know what, go and listen to Frisco, I would say to them, don't just expect to hear grime.
Yeah, of course.
Don't just expect to hear grime. But if you ask me about my favourite elements of it, and I'm talking about Frisco, I'm gonna put you in that part because that's where I feel that you are at your best for me. Do you get me? But
I like Yardman Frisco. That's all I
but
know.
that's what
Yardman Frisco's the best.
But he does that on grime.
But he does it on loads of things though.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes where he'll be like kind of melody and it will just be like a singing thing, but it's a Yardman vibe and Yardman Frisco's that's
Sorry, John.
yeah, man.
Come on.
Where you going?
I gotta go with Green. I'm late for a session, bro.
Oh my lord.
Tap the snail for me, yeah.
We're going
Aye.
Chocolate Factory.
Nah. Ali Pally, man.
Hey, Jordy, come here for a second. Just quickly. One second. Just scream to the camera what's going on with Enemies.
What happened?
Enemies is out, bro. Talk your shit, man.
My new one out now, man. Give me some love, please.
Come on, fam.
Energy prizes.
I love you, my bro.
Bless.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, this is so random, but I was thinking about this today. This might sound like a stupid thing, yeah. Do you man listen to Millions, yeah?
Yes. Yardman.
Right.
Grime.
Yeah, I rate Millions still.
Hard.
Yeah.
What do people say that Millions is?
What do you mean?
Like artist wise, do they put him in the drill category or grime?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
To me, I see I see him as a grime MC.
100%. But you know what it is? You see the grime thing.
You know why? I know you're thinking. Let me do this then.
You see the yard. You see the grime thing. To me, it's so close to the live yard thing.
Right.
When I watch, for example, you know the first what's that thing? The verses.
Yeah.
You see when I watch that verses between. What's my mind gone blank? Beanie Man and
Bounty
Kid. It's like I was watching a grime set, and I realized so many elements of grime have been taken from that.
Massive.
When I see, do you know where I'm coming from? So when I hear Millions, it just sounds yard to me, and I don't relate yard to anything else other than yard, grime, and certain aspects of rap.
But the wickedest thing is drill.
But drill is grime though.
Drill's got a yard element to it as well.
Does
Yeah.
performance
It's got a certain.
Because unknown
like a certain
T.
skip to it.
Yeah,
That
unknown T reminds me
is-
like a bounty
I'm
killer.
gonna play the intro.
Because what would you call bad and clean?
Listen.
Don't know.
Forget about the production though. Just listen to the way he's barring. This is the intro, yeah.
Mad, bro. I call it a madness.
Yo. This is the only two outcomes from the street life is dead or in jail. I respond to real things bigger than me. It's just bare gun smoke that I inhale. Before it was pending investigation, I was under age, so they gave me bail. Growing up, nothing good in the city, just different murders in the Birmingham Mill. So how on earth do you expect me to show remorse or be any different? I come from puppet.
Fam.
Brother, you could put him in the arena
Fam.
with them MCs. You see, like,
He's cold.
you see, like. I'm not saying this might sound like I'm trying to champion some argument. This is just my brain doing what my brain's doing, yeah. But I'm just like, when I think about some of the people that I like that are like the drill rappers or whatnot, I couldn't put them in the same thing. Like because the style is just completely different and whatever. But for him, I listen to him and I'm like, this is probably one of the reasons why I like him as much as I do, because the production is a certain way, but there's so much different elements to him that he puts within it. But at the same time, I hear a grime MC to me. So even when someone says to me, I don't know, man. I just see a grime MC when I hear him.
Hybrid.
Yeah, I think there's definitely gram elements to his style still. Yeah. Definitely, 100%. Even just the attitude.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. That just the attitude and how he approaches. But he's hard, bro. I fuck with Millions.